Our reviews of the Galaxy Watch 7 and Galaxy Watch Ultra will get you up to speed on Samsung's 2024 smartwatches, but it appears that the classic model may make a comeback in 2025, giving the line another shake-up. The Galaxy Watch 8 Classic device, which has the model number SML505U, has been identified in the Global System for Mobile Communications Association database, where all devices wishing to connect to cellular networks must be registered. That's a pretty clear indication that a classic model, possibly even one with a rotating bezel, will be released in 2025. But as of right now, we don't know a lot about the smartwatch. Predictions are challenging because Samsung has been altering its wristwatch models and naming convention over the past few years. But it seems likely that a Galaxy Watch 8 will be released in addition to the classic model. One of the best smartwatches for Android users is the Samsung Galaxy Watch 7. But after using it for a few months, I found a number of ways Samsung could improve the upcoming model. These upgrades and functionalities would elevate the Galaxy Watch 8 to a new level. In the past, you could use wireless power share to charge your Galaxy Watch by just placing it on the back of your Galaxy smartphone when its battery was low. However, Samsung dropped compatibility for QI wireless charging due to changes in the internal design brought about by the Galaxy Watch 7's updated BioActive sensor, which improves health tracking during workouts by up to 30%. In order to facilitate charging while on the road, we hoped Samsung would reinstate this practical feature in the upcoming generation. The Galaxy Watch has been criticized for not completely unlocking its functionality when used with an Android phone that isn't Samsung. Only owners of a Samsung Galaxy smartphone are able to access features like NFC payments, the Samsung Health Monitor app, and ECG. However, there is no technological reason why the Galaxy Watch can't do the same, as demonstrated by the Galaxy Ring, which provides complete functionality, including energy score and wellness suggestions, even on non-Samsung devices. Increasing the Galaxy Watch 8's compatibility could increase Samsung's smartwatch sales, in addition to enabling more customers to take advantage of its full capabilities. Samsung restored the beloved rotating bezel that had been eliminated with the Galaxy Watch 5 series with the release of the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic. However, Samsung discontinued this feature once more with the Galaxy Watch 7, thus there isn't a rotating bezel available on any of the most recent models. With the Galaxy Watch 8, we hope to see this feature returned. In addition to making it easier to navigate the user interface without touching the screen, think of combining it with gesture controls. The rotating bezel is a feature that distinguishes Samsung Galaxy smartwatches in a highly competitive market. In addition to making the Watch 8 more useful, restoring the rotating bezel might entice current Samsung Galaxy Watch owners to upgrade, as many are reluctant to move to the Galaxy Watch 7 due to the loss of this function. Although there is a bezel surrounding the screen, it is stationary. Out of habit, I tried to turn the Galaxy Watch Ultra when I initially put it on my wrist, thinking that perhaps if I pressed hard enough, it would move. No, it didn't. Here are some reasons why I think it's a nice feature and why I hope Samsung keeps the actual rotating bezel in their upcoming watches. The Galaxy Watch is very useful in addition to having a bezel that gives it a more vintage watch appearance than a smartwatch. Some of my favorite aspects about it are as follows. 1. The screen is shielded from scratches by the raised bezel. 2. If your fingers are damp or moist, using the bezel to navigate the interface is simpler than using the screen. 3. To avoid overshooting a function you're attempting to access rapidly, the bezel greatly improves navigation accuracy. 4. You can instantly turn off an alarm with a single click or adjust the volume with a few clicks. It's a very fulfilling fidget toy even if you never use it for any of these activities. Since the first Galaxy Watch, and even earlier in the Galaxy Gear series, Samsung's timepieces have been known for their spinning bezels. Many YouTube commenters concurred when I first bemoaned the Galaxy Watch 5 series' lack of a rotating bezel. For me, it's bezel or nothing. For me, that's the main purpose of the watch. It's a deal breaker for me. I wonder why Samsung decided against including a physical rotating bezel on the Ultra. First of all, the watch would become considerably more cumbersome than it is currently. Furthermore, a moving component raises the possibility or an issue for users of the watch for extreme sports, such as the bezel coming loose during rock climbing or dirt, becoming lodged beneath it during a tough mudder. However, I would still like the possibility of owning an Ultra watch with Samsung's renowned smartwatch functionality. It's important to remember that Samsung still sells the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic, a variant with a bezel. However, the bezel alone will cost more than the standard Galaxy Watch 7, and you will lose out on a few important features of the new watches, including as the robust build of the Galaxy Watch Ultra and the revised BioActive sensor for increased accuracy. As a kind of biennial surprise, I'm hoping the bezel returns in 2025. Alternatively, Samsung's strategy may be more akin to Apple's S years, when the iPhones included more advanced capabilities every 2 years. In 2021, the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic featured a bezel. In 2022, the Galaxy Watch 5 and 5 Pro did not have one. And in 2023, the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic returned with a bang. I am now announcing that 2025 will be the B year for the Galaxy Watch, the bezel's year. With the Galaxy Watch 4, Samsung initially included blood pressure monitoring. However, the US does not currently have access to this capability. Monitoring blood pressure on a regular basis is crucial for lowering the risk of cardiovascular problems, like heart attacks and strokes. The Galaxy Watch is a useful tool for people who wish to monitor this important parameter, even if it can only offer relative changes and cannot provide precise blood pressure readings. We're hoping that Samsung will get FDA approval for the Galaxy Watch 8 so that US consumers can enjoy this feature. On Thursday, Samsung held the Galaxy Tech Forum in Sandoz, California. At the event, Samsung's Senior Vice President and Head of Digital Health Team at Mobile Experience Business, Dr. On Pak, said, "What I'm really excited about is our team. As you may have assumed, we are working on a non-invasive optically based continuous glucose monitor. I can't tell you the time of the launch, but I'm very excited about the progress we are making. And this, if we do it right, will be a game changer." That micro-LED improvements, it seems that every smart wearables maker is trying to develop non-invasive wrist-based blood glucose monitoring, which would greatly simplify the management of diabetes. Additionally, there are indications that Samsung might outperform its competitors, namely Apple, in terms of smartwatch blood glucose tracking. My initial prediction was that the device, which turned out to be the Galaxy Watch Ultra, would have a groundbreaking function. I'm now cautiously hopeful that the Galaxy Watch 8 will be the first to release it. Although the SmartThings Find app and Android's Find My device may already be used to track Samsung's Galaxy Watch, ultra-wideband technology provides more precise tracking. The ultra-wideband would make it easier for consumers to locate their watch throughout the house by enabling them to determine its location even in congested environments. Additionally, the ultra-wideband might enable digital keys for the Galaxy Watch, enabling users to open smart locks and compatible autos right from their wrist. These capabilities are already available on the Apple Watch Series 10 and Pixel Watch 3, and we anticipate seeing them on the Galaxy Watch 8 next year. Following the Pixel Watch 3's lead, the Galaxy Watch 7 is devoid of a few essential safety features that could enhance the Galaxy Watch 8's functionality. Loss of pulse detection, for instance, is a feature of the Pixel Watch 3 that can identify when there is no pulse because of a medical emergency, such as a stroke or cardiac arrest, and instantly notify emergency services. If it senses a collision, another feature called car crash detection might contact for assistance. The Galaxy Watch 8 would benefit greatly from these safety features, which are now absent from the Galaxy Watch 7. Although it still lacks several capabilities that would make it a true all-in-one gadget, the Samsung Galaxy Watch 7 is unquestionably one of the greatest smartwatches on the market. However, it also has a ton of hidden functions that many users would not notice. To fully utilize the Galaxy Watch 7 and enhance your experience, be sure to review our tips and tricks. Here is what I think. As previously stated, the Samsung Galaxy Watch 7 and Galaxy Watch Ultra were released this year, and the wearables will be on sale in July. Prior to that, in 2023, we received the Samsung Watch 6 and the Samsung Watch 6 Classic. Samsung introduced the Galaxy Watch 4 and the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic in 2021, but there was no Classic model in 2022. Instead, we received the Galaxy Watch 5 and the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. Put another way, keeping up with all Samsung has been doing in the smartwatch market in recent years has not been simple. The classic watch, which naturally comes with an additional spinning bezel, is usually more expensive than the ordinary model. The return of the Galaxy Watch Classic will undoubtedly be welcomed by fans of that bezel. Around July or August, a few new Samsung smartwatches and some brand new foldables should be released if Samsung keeps to its regular schedule. Now that the most significant Samsung Galaxy Watch 8 rumors have been dispelled, it's time to dream large and discuss my aspirations for the device. After evaluating the Google Pixel Watch 3 and the Galaxy Watch 7, I can say that Google outperforms Samsung in terms of battery life, particularly for the bigger 45mm Pixel Watch 3. My task to Samsung is to get the next generation XL Galaxy Watch model to match that device's 48-hour battery life. Speaking of the big boy, I would like to see Samsung make the Galaxy Watch 8 larger, going from 44mm to 46mm, so that it can compete with the Apple Watch 10 and set itself apart from Google's 45mm Extra. Finally, Samsung, please bring back the classic style clicky bezel for all of my fellow fidgeters. Playing with it is quite soothing and helpful. So let us know what you think in the comments section. As always, see you tomorrow. Peace out.